The Dead Pair Podcast is brought to you by Kolar Arms, America's competition shotgun, and is fueled by Fiocchi.
Welcome to the Dead Pair Podcast, coming in hot with everything you want to hear about sporting clays. With your hosts, Jason Rambo.
This is what I have to work with, everyone.
And Sean Alley.
Like I said, I was just thirsty.
Oh, boy.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. It's the Dead Pair Podcast. It's showtime.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, listen, this show has the potential to go off the rails quickly. I have two very outstanding, respectful, amazing shooters, young shooters with me. They've both been on the show before. Mr. Ryan Harper was on episode 10, if you can believe that. So that's definitely been a hot minute. And then Joe Pinchin. Now, like I said, these two are outstanding young men. Together, it is full-on comedy hour. So everybody lock up the women and children, and we'll get started. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Jason?
What's going on, Jason? Thank you for having us.
Oh,
We've been trying to get this together for a long time for all of you listening, but Jason has been incredibly hard to get a hold of.
Right.
And it made putting this together really difficult, but we are glad to be on the show.
So comedy hour is starting. Yes, okay. We'll just go ahead and officially state it now that having a member of the first family was easier to schedule than these two. But anyway.
Busy lives, man. Busy lives.
Yeah, no, it's all good. This is, I want everybody to understand. I was standing at Jack Link's, and I won't repeat what was said, but these two going back and forth, my abs hurt so bad from laughing for like 2 days. I mean, my abs are killing me. These two are a riot. And it's like, I got to get you both on the air at the same time. So let me ask, I'll start with Ryan. Ryan, where did you two meet? Like, how did this friendship start between the two of you?
So I got involved in Young Guns a little bit later than most people, I guess you could say. I think it was my end of junior year of high school. And the first time I think I ever actually met Pinchin was he had some shoot off at the Gator Cup. And I thought it was hilarious because in the shoot off, back then, I mean, he was a little guy. I mean, not little in some ways, but he was a little guy. And when he would go up to mount the gun in the shoot off, he had to throw his cheek up onto the butt of the gun. He had to kind of get that, I guess you'd call it flub or whatever. He had to kind of get that up there. And I thought it was great. So to my recollection, that was the first time I met him was after that shoot off, congratulating him because I believe he won, but I really just wanted to meet him. So, but we're on Young Guns together, and that's what kind of started the whole good relationship and whatnot.
Gotcha. So, Joe, did you guys start shooting together like on a regular basis, or was that like you guys could hang out at the club together but couldn't shoot together? How was that?
Yeah, I think as soon as Ryan had joined Young Guns, I had already been on the team for maybe 2 or 3 years. When he first joined, he had started hitting it pretty hard. And I think, just being on the team, ending up in the same places a lot, at the different shoots, whether that be SCTP or NSCA. I think we just started hanging out, and we were all friends with the same people, some of which are a riot themselves. So it was always there was always a lot of serious shooting. We both took it very serious, but it was always a lot of fun as well.
Well, on a more serious note for just a second, you guys both can get it done with a shotgun. When you guys were both on Young Guns, was there anything that you achieved as a team that you're proud of? I mean, you guys want to brag a little bit though?
I don't think Ryan and I mind bragging on the Young Guns at all.
No,
I think
not at all.
we're probably both very fortunate for that start. We had won the national championship when we were on the team together as a team, and then we had some individuals on the team winning various events too. And I think we still keep in touch, with a lot of our teammates, and a lot are still shooting on the NSCA tour to this day. And the coaches are still involved, and we still keep up with our coaches and everything like that. But Young Guns was such a phenomenal team, and I think it's something that we're both incredibly proud to have been a part of.
Yeah, and the way Fred and Maria kind of, ran the whole organization, and a lot of it was for the kids was the main priority of everything.
Yeah.
And it gave a lot of kids, including ourselves, a great opportunity, especially to get introduced into the sporting clay world. I mean, we did have to shoot the, skeet and trap, which, I mean, that kind of sucked part, but everything else, I mean, like this podcast right now, I mean, it generated friendships and got us into the sport a lot heavier. And here we are, however long it's been, and we're still in it pretty heavily. But, we want to give credit to them along with Mike Luongo, who is, he was the coach of Young Guns pretty much. And I mean, he sounds like a nice guy and everything, but he likes to instigate a little bit with us. I think that's what kind of started me and Pinchin. We all kind of had the same humor and whatnot. And it just, so it was a good friendship and good bonding all around.
Gotcha. When was that? Refresh my memory, Ryan, when Mike left and went north, when he left Okeechobee, when he left Quail Creek. Was that 20?
We won
20 or 21?
We won nationals my senior year, which would have been 2017. Pinch, did he leave the next year or 2 years later?
I think it was 2019 because that's when I graduated high school. I think it was around then.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable. I'm talking to somebody that graduated in 2019.
I was born in 2001, Jason.
Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Thanks for making me feel old, Joe. Thank you very much. Well, that'll be all we have for Joe for today. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, one thing I do have to add to this podcast, though, you mentioned Young Guns. So, and Pinchin, you can correct me, but I'm pretty sure you're going to agree with me on this. But I'm going to take a jab at Zach and just say that I think that was the most successful youth shooting team probably in history with the amount of talent that was on that team.
Really?
Pinchin?
I think it's got to be up there. It's definitely got to be up there. There's some
let me back up. Not the top, but let me say it was the top three.
Okay.
Yeah,
not like bragging on ourselves, but as a team itself.
So when you say a shot at Zach, you're talking about Zach Garetas, who runs Forest City Gun Club, right?
No, well, I mean, that can be a shot at him too, yeah, because we beat them. But
okay, all right. Well, I mean, the reason why I say that is because Forest City has done such a great job here in recent years at the SCTP.
Yeah,
I mean that team is just killing it.
Yeah,
right?
They have a phenomenal.
So I thought that's what you were referring to. Which Zach are you referring to?
Pine Bomb.
Okay, all right.
We have like kind of an ongoing argument about that.
Okay. Well, he's kind of a historian in this sport. You know that? I mean, like
he is pretty old.
He can tell you who. Well, I mean, he's really good with stats. Have you noticed that? Like he can rattle off who won the shoot off in 1998. On Make a Break or something.
Yeah. Well, he's showing his true age. So I mean.
Okay, you said that, not me.
I'm going to get text about this later. I know that. So it's all right.
So, Joe, speaking of Make a Break, do you want to tell everybody how bad you got beat at Quail Creek?
Listen, I try to be as humble as I can at all times. I think it's just the proper route to take in life. But I just want to make one thing very clear. The only reason I'm speaking about this right now is because Jason decided to bring it up. But now that he has brought it up, Jason was getting just a little mouthy right before the Make a Break round, and he was talking a little smack. I'll say that. And I can tell you one thing, it did not result in him winning. I will say this though. He got very close, and on the last, I think he was winning all the way up until the last pair. And of course, Harper's there, so he's talking as he always does nonstop, and he's rooting on Jason because Jason is about to smoke me. And I think I called a 6-7 report pair or something like that, and ended up hitting the pair. And the only reason it was so satisfying was because Jason was gaming me the whole time. He was talking smack. I had Ryan behind me talking smack. I was getting ganged up on. So that's the only reason we're speaking about that right now.
Seriously, that's what makes this fun, right? I mean, like, when you talk about sporting clays, especially on this podcast sometimes, everybody talks about, what to eat, how to train and, focus and this and that and the other. And sometimes it's easy to get wrapped up. And you guys know what I'm talking about.
We're the wrong people
when you're
to
trying to
ask what
take it
to eat
serious.
before.
But you know what I mean? Like, you can get really serious about the game, right?
Yeah.
And to be able to crack up and go shoot a make or break with some friends or something and have a good time, it really it wouldn't have mattered to me whether I did or didn't beat Joe. I mean, we were having fun, and that really made that day, because I had a terrible day shooting, and went over to the make or break, hanging out with you guys. Again, my abs hurt for 2 days. Like, you guys made me laugh so hard, and then to go up and have fun like that on the make or break. I mean, that's the cool thing about this sport. I mean, I don't think you see that in any other sport. When somebody has a bad day at golf, they usually throw their clubs in the pond and head to the house. I don't know. I think that's what's cool, and that's why I really wanted to get both of you on here, because it was hysterical. I mean, I hope you guys will bring some of that on this show. Just please try to keep it a little bit PG-13.
and just to touch on that, Jason, you're 100% right. I think, when we're out there competing, I think there's a lot on the line sometimes, and we all have things that we want to accomplish, rightfully so. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the reason we are competing at it and taking it as seriously as we are is because we love it, right? So I think it's
Right.
it's important to find that balance and to be able to release from that competitive side, just so that you can somewhat find a way to keep the joy in it while still, allowing yourself to be in that mindset. Because if you don't take a break from that competitive mindset from time to time, it'll wear on you.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And some people are different. I mean, some people, while they're shooting, I mean, they've got to get their mindset right, and they got to get really serious even when they get done with the stand, go back to their buggy or whatnot. But I mean, I think me and Pinchin are kind of a little bit different. At least me. I mean, if I'm up in the stand, I can stop and turn around and crack a joke. If I take it way too serious, I mean, I take it serious, don't get me wrong. But if I take it to a different level, I start doing bad, it'll get in my head a little bit, and then I'll just get mad at myself. So I've got to, I think it's good just to be able to rag on one another. And when you're on the squad together, shooting a tournament, before or after, I think it really just depends on the person. And if anybody shot with me or Pinchin, they understand how we are in a squad together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, though, I mean, we put a lot into this. I mean, when you're wanting to perform and you're wanting to put up a good number, especially going into a big event like, Worlds is right around the corner. I'm not sure when this will be released. It might be released during the Worlds, but that's a good tournament as an example. I mean, you guys train for that and you prepare for it and you get there and you want to be as serious about it as you can. But I know what you guys are talking about. If I try to get wrapped up that tight, dude, one missed target can just wreck my day. You know what I mean? And having fun is usually the way I perform better. Seriously. Like when we're teasing each other and stuff like that, coming out of the box or whatever. And if I'm having fun, that's going to be my best result.
Right.
I think.
What's that?
I was gonna say, I think I've only seen Ryan serious once in my life, like legitimately serious, and it was on the final day of the World English. What year was that, Ryan? That you got silver? 22, 23?
Yeah, it was sometime around then.
I remember
the
walking
exact
past
year.
him on the green course, and he just never shuts up, right? So it's really quite a sight to see. I walked by him, and he was just stone pan, like just straight faced. And I was like, what is going on here? It made me very uncomfortable to see him in that light.
That was, yeah, I would agree. I mean, I like having fun shooting. I mean, a lot of people know that, but once I got down to the end and I realized, I have a good chance of making the super final, and that's been my number one goal ever since I think it was my first year shooting. The World English was at Northbrook, and I was able to watch the super final and all that kind of stuff. And that was ever since watching that, my whole goal in the sport was just to make the super final. And I think once I finally realized at that Worlds a couple years ago that I actually had a chance. I actually bared down and tried to give it my all just to try and accomplish that goal.
I mean, that's understandable, especially at an event like that, right?
Mhm.
I mean, that's obviously got to take it serious. But let's face it. You guys know this. If you're shooting a monthly tournament, nobody's making the mortgage payment if you win, right?
No.
Like, so
Or lunch.
you might as well have fun while you're out there, right? Well, lunch is free if you go to the right tournament.
Yeah.
But you know what
You
I'm
notice
saying.
that's
though,
all
right?
he thinks about is lunch, Jason?
You two tease each other more about food than anybody I know.
Well, I mean, look at
Hey, he brought it up.
All right, so I don't know if I want to start with Ryan or Joe. I want to start with Joe on this one. Give us a funny story about Ryan.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, throw him under the bus. I want to hear it.
Gosh, let's think for a sec. Oh, this one's pretty good. We were, what's it called? I think I had a graduation party in 2019 at Quill Creek.
Oh,
Invited
no.
a bunch of our teammates and stuff, bunch of friends, shooting friends, our coaches, whatever. And there was a DJ set up, and Biggie Smalls was playing, and a variety of other dance party music, whatever it was. And Ryan put on a glitter hula hoop and was like just dancing all around the place, like, and by himself, and was completely content with dancing by himself. and he's just waving around the glitter hula hoop that was hanging around his waist, like right by the DJ booth. It was pretty bizarre. That one's pretty funny. And then there's a bunch of other ones that are just not really registering right now.
Ryan, you got something on Joe? Can you top the glitter hula hoop?
No, I mean, I can't really, but I mean, that just doesn't bring me to shame at all. I'm kind of proud of my dance moves sometimes. So, I mean, whether I have rhythm or not, I think I have rhythm, so it works out for me in my mind. I know people like to watch, so that's at least the fun side. But for Pinch, it's he doesn't do stuff like that. He's not that kind of person. So I guess one memory that brings back to my mind is we were at SCTP Nationals, and it was me, Pinchin, Clayton Cutshaw. Who all was there? I think Nick Blinker was there, I believe. There was a group of us, and there was a little basketball court, and Pinchin decides that he is in the NBA and thinks that he can make every shot known to mankind. And he's a cocky little guy. So Pinchin, was it Peter that swatted you? And I mean, pretty much knocked you back in the face just about? Oh, it was Clayton? Oh, okay. Well, that's even worse. But I mean, it was just the fact of watching Pinchin, and if anybody knows what Pinchin used to look like, however long, I guess that was 9 years ago now. If people knew what Pinchin looked like, it was a sight to see, to watch him play basketball. I mean, I'll just say that.
All right, we'll leave it at that one. Jiminy Christmas. So, okay, what is for you guys? Because you guys obviously live far apart now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what is a shoot that you guys look forward to getting together and shooting together or hanging out together the most?
I mean, it's really just any shoot that we're both at together, I guess you could say.
Okay.
So, I mean, because I've been a little absent the past year and a half, 2 years. I mean, I had a little medical things going on. My eyesight kind of changed a little bit. My eye dominance did for a year and a half, and then I got married and had a little girl, and so it kind of took me out. But I'm getting back into the sport now. So, but to answer your question, I guess you could just say it's just about any tournament that we're both at.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Let me scratch all that. It's going to Arizona and getting in the casino with Pinchin. That's a good one.
Oh man, I could just
Let's
imagine.
be realistic. It's that one actually.
I was gonna say, I think it's always nice returning home to shoot. So Quail Creek, any shoot there, the Jack Links is always a good one to go to. And I know Ryan sees them a lot more than I do, but it's just nice to catch up with all our all our old friends and people that I shot a lot with when I was younger growing up, whether that be mentors, coaches, just former teammates, whatever it is. It's always nice to go back home and see everybody for a few days because it feels like I know
Yeah.
everybody there. So it's got to be Quail Creek. Anytime I get to go back home is always a good one.
Ryan, you, not to go backwards here for a second, but you said your eye dominance switched? How? I've never heard of that. What happened?
It's kind of it's a little bit of a long story, but I was at, let's see, what was that tournament? I was in Arizona, and it was the regional or US Open, one or the other. And I had a little bit of a pain in my gut and didn't really know quite what it was. And I could not hit the broadside of a barn for the entire tournament, and I could not figure it out. And then I believe the last day on one of the last stations, I think that was the first year they did the super squad. I was squatted with Wilgus, and I could not hit a target that was 10 yards in front of me, full belly coming at you. And I missed it twice, and I had to put down the gun, and I just had no recollection at all, and I was completely out of the tournament. So I asked Wilgus, I said, do you have any idea what I'm doing? I mean, I was just, I was baffled. And he said that I was shooting 2 feet left or whatever it was of the target. So I closed my left eye and I centered it. And I mean, like I said, it's kind of a long story. And I struggled. I found out my eye dominance had pretty much gone straight center eye for a little while, about a year. And then it finally started coming back slowly more over to my right eye. Then this last year, I ended up having my gallbladder taken out, but I was asking the doctor just kind of questions, and he was saying there were symptoms, multiple different symptoms that you can have for your eye dominance or for your gallbladder and whatnot. And I ran that scenario through him, and he said that, I could have had that back in the day, and it just kind of created some kind of little infection inside my body. And he explained to me that it can sometimes go to your head, where I had a little infection in my sinus cavity with what he could say, and it pushed pressure on the bottom of my right eye, causing my dominance to change. Now, I am not a doctor, and I have no idea if that's even remotely close to what it could have been, but I'm pretty much back to normal now. The past few shoots, I've noticed I've gone back to just about 100% right eye dominant. So I have no idea what caused it. I mean, I have thoughts, but it is what it is. I'm back to normal just about now, and I'm totally happy with it.
That's very interesting. I've never heard anything like that. That's wow. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I have no idea what could have caused it. I have no idea. It was just one of those things, just an anomaly a little bit. But we're all good and back now, so we're doing a little bit better. Lost the love of the game a little bit because it was almost embarrassing when you go to a shoot and nothing you can do about it, and feel that pain that those people who struggle with eye dominance, what they feel. And I kind of understand it a whole lot better now.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, yeah, I can understand that. I mean, not only is it you said embarrassing, but it's got to be frustrating, right? Because you know what you can do, and you couldn't, just couldn't see it.
It was, and that was one of the first tournaments that it was either the first or the second tournament after Worlds after I had podium. So it sucked.
Yeah, especially to flip switch like that so quick. Too.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, crazy. I've told you privately, but publicly, congrats on both your wife and your child. That's awesome, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
That puts a whole new perspective on things, doesn't it?
It sure does. It sure does, but wouldn't change it for anything.
Now, the next issue we have is getting Joe to follow suit here.
Oh boy. I think
we got silence coming from Joe, so
I think we've got a long time till that happens.
We might have. We might have to wait a little.
Love, and it's.
We have to wait a little.
Jason, I think he has found his true love, and it's what is it? What is it, Pinchin? Is it like the number 3 on the McDonald's menu, or?
Oh, God.
Hello.
Oh. Oh my Lord. Are you there, Pinch?
Oh gosh, what did I miss? No, I
Did you
didn't.
did
I
you
didn't.
did you hear what I had said?
No, but I mean, it's probably not very important.
Well, he's we're talking about the love of your life, and he said, "What is it, Pinchin? Number 3 on the McDonald's menu?"
Okay. All right. Of course, it goes out and checks out right when he starts to say something like that. Didn't even give me a chance to
I
rebuttal.
thought I'd found the love of his life. He just kind of paused. He just paused, and it was it. I was like, I got it.
No, I can assure you, you did not stun me.
Okay.
Oh boy, here it comes. It's coming. Joe's building up steam. He's like a diesel, everyone. Just bear with us. He's getting rolling here.
No, we'll simmer for a second.
Well, Ryan, now that you're back at it, are you doing any coaching at all, or no?
No, I haven't done any coaching at all. I mean, I haven't marketed or, I mean, really anything like that at all. I haven't had a whole lot of time with. I mean, my baby just turned. Her name is Josie. She just turned 6 months old the other day. So, that's been a big part of my life, obviously, and just haven't really focused on coaching or anything like that. But going forward, I've kind of talked to Pinch about this a little bit. I think we talked about it at Jack Links and whatnot, but going forward, I'd like to get a little bit more involved now that, I've kind of gotten my confidence back a little bit in the game and everything's kind of situated outright and whatnot with my eyes. I'm a little more excited now about going through the season and going to hit a bunch more tournaments. I mean, I think I only hit like 2, maybe 3 tournaments last year, which is the least I've ever done since I started shooting. So moral of the story is I will be starting to do a little bit more of that here coming in the near future.
Okay. Joe, you staying busy coaching? Working at the club?
Yeah, for sure. Now that we're entering clay season a little bit more now, we're out of hunting season, so clays are always the focus throughout the year. But now that we're seeing our competitive shooters really get back into the full swing of things and are shooting a little bit more, hitting the tournaments, yeah, it's been good. There's a lot going on, but it's always fun being able to do the lessons as much as I can, and it's been good. It's been good.
Well, you talked me into going last year to the Southeast Regional over there, seeing you guys. I'm glad you did because that's a very pretty club. Very, very neat.
Thank you. Yeah, we're glad that you can make it. I had a blast. I think we all had a blast hosting it. Harper still hasn't come and visit us, but Jason, you know who your real friends are. I'll say that much.
I have been to the club, and I mean it's a beautiful club. But since Pinchin took it over, I have not been there. So I mean, I was supposed to go up there for the regional and whatnot, but that was around, I'm pretty sure my baby was born like a few days later. So I'm kind of glad I missed that one, honestly.
Yeah. You'd have been in the doghouse.
Yeah.
So, Joe, speaking of that, you guys got any big shoots? I'm sure if Casey sent them to us through Score Chase, we've already put them in tourney talk, but is there any big ones coming up you want to talk about?
So we'll be hosting our Louisiana State May 21st to 24th. It'll be a fun shoot. We're planning on adding a few things this year and switching it up, setting some new courses in some places that we haven't set often, which always is a fun challenge. But no, it'll be good. We always try and stay present with some of the hospitality things and make it an event along with the shoot, and be able to cater that so that everybody can have a good time outside of the shooting. But yeah, just the state shoot this year, and then planning hopefully a bunch of cool member events and things like that. So yeah,
cool. Ryan, what is your home club now?
It's a good question.
Or do you really?
I don't really. I mean, I guess you could say Quail Creek is technically my home club. I mean, I don't really have a home club per se because I don't practice. So I don't know. It's hard for me to say what's my home club. I mean, I have Tampa Bay that's not far from me, and I have Quail Creek, and then actually a property that we used to own and sold. We sold to Hulk Sporting Clays, which is 10 minutes away from my house. But I haven't really practiced hardly at all in the past 4 years, I would say. So it's kind of hard for me to say if I have a home club or not.
he's never practiced,
Gotcha.
by the way.
You get to blackjack often? He's never practiced. You get to blackjack much, Ryan?
I've been to blackjack, yes, quite a few times, but like I said, I rarely practice at all. So that's been ever since I think I practiced a lot my first year of shooting, and then after that, it just kind of went downhill, and I realized I got better when I didn't practice. So that's just kind of stuck with me throughout my career.
So do the two of you have like a rivalry when you go to these shoots?
Obviously.
Like per event or for the whole thing? Or, I mean, what kind of gambling, what kind of smack talk goes on
So
that you could share with
I'll
us?
be brutally honest, right? Obviously, we're really good friends, but and I say but there's no one more annoying to lose to than Ryan. So even if it is out of spite, you got to try and get him by like a bird or something. You know what I mean? Make it hurt just a little bit more because when he wins, he is really obnoxious about it.
Wait, Jason, did you hear him say try?
Okay.
Just want to throw that out there.
Yes.
You can go ahead, Vince.
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
oh man. Well, at least you had a medical condition for a reason for a while, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I let him off the hook for a little while, I guess you could say.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
I mean it's good. Don't let Pinchin just twist your mind around. He is the exact same. If he wins, it's pretty brutal. So I mean, don't let him try and squeeze his way into the innocent person or anything like that.
I'm not sure I've ever said anything mean to you in my life. So for you to get on the air and make these accusations is
no
really quite
comment.
hurtful.
I have zero comment on this.
folks, that loud crash you're going to hear here in a minute, it's the lightning coming through Joe's roof. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? If I'd have had a recorder on YouTube at Quail Creek that day, oh my goodness. I mean, it would not, well, first of all, it would come with an explicit warning, but second of all, the amount of crap you two talked on each other, I'm telling you, I was in stitches. I mean, that was hilarious.
You're a witness. He's the same.
I don't know what you guys
I'm not going to deny I did talk a little bit of trash, but I won't deny it. I'll be honest. I did talk a little bit of trash to Pinch, but it was all good. It was all good in return.
The worst is while we're shooting the make or break.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that's the time. That's the funnest time to poke, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think, I've made a lot of jokes on here, and Sean and I had a little friendly rivalry going on for a long time on Make or Break. But I think that's the one thing about that game is that's the time you can joke around the most, right? Because if you screw up, it's another $20 and you try it again. So, whereas the main, you got to wait 12 months for that to happen again.
Yeah, I mean, the way that you saw us on Make or Break, it's not much different on the main event course if we're squatted together.
Oh, wow.
No,
We'll
it's
respect each other a little bit in the box.
It's different.
No, don't even try that. We'll respect each other while they're, while one another's in the box or whatnot. But if Pinchin hits a pair really hard, which is not very often, he'll pause when he ejects his shell and just slowly turn his head around and try and find me to make sure that I saw it.
I will say, to credit Ryan, he's not
here.
lying on this. There was one instance. I don't know if you remember, Jason. There was a single. I don't remember what course it was, Ryan. What course had the single bird, that belly target at the Jack Links?
You talking about the one that I missed twice?
Yeah, that one. Jason, it was like a 70-yard belly target.
Single bat two. Oh, that one. That one. Never mind. I'm thinking of a different single. Yeah.
See, he's always trying to be the center of attention, Jason. Gosh, it's just what comes with this guy. Anyways, what I was saying before Ryan rudely interrupted me was that there was a massive belly target, like this crosser, and I shot it pretty quickly, and there was a piece probably at about 80 yards, and just, threw the gun at it and shot the piece and hit the piece pretty hard. And I looked back at Ryan, and he didn't say anything. He just started laughing. So I will do that from time to time.
I don't recall him doing that, by the way.
Okay.
I'm telling you, anybody listening to this, if you're having a bad day, just do what you can to get put on a squad with these two. I'm telling you, you may not shoot very well because you'll be laughing so hard, but it'll be the most fun you've ever had at a sporting clay event.
Yeah, you'll be in good spirits. Let's put it that way.
Yes,
Yeah,
you'll definitely be in good spirits. And anybody's trying to take things seriously, make sure you're not squatted with these two, because it's it's like watching the Marx Brothers jump out of a car. It's hilarious because not only of all the jabs you make at each other, but you both can shoot phenomenal. And, it's like you're joking around and you're still shooting better than 3/4 of the people at the event, and that's what kills me. It's like it makes me wonder what would happen if both of you took it serious. Well, Ryan's already admitted he would shoot worse. So what about you, Joe? If you took it serious, would you be worse off?
I want to make it very clear. I do take it incredibly serious. And most of the time I'm pretty even keeled, and I don't talk as much as I'm with Harper. Like if we shoot together, I'm a little bit more talkative, and that's just how we've been, if we've ever shot together. But it's not like typical for me. I try to take it really serious.
Yeah.
I'm always down to have a good time on the course, and I think there's finding that balance like we talked about, a matter of like having fun but still being really competitive. Ryan's just incredibly annoying, so it makes you want to like stay back or jab back because he'll keep poking if you don't. So that's what brings that out of me. It's not natural for me to be like that on the course.
It's just, I call it when I'm shooting with pinch, you poke the bear. That's all you got to do. But I mean, like I said before, it depends on the person. Like people aren't going to think that I take it serious at all by how I act, or I don't have to talk about shooting well until I get up into the stand. I mean, I like joking around until as soon as I close my gun and I put it on my shoulder. I mean, I don't have anything in my head. There's not really a brain there, so I just kind of go flat. I mean, I go dumb. And so, I can block everything out for a solid, I don't know, however long it takes me to shoot, 4 seconds or whatever. Nothing goes through my head. Now, when I eject the shell, it's a little different story. But when I'm putting the gun up on my shoulder, I can block everything out really quickly. And that's just how I shoot. That's all I kind of always have shot. So, like I said, there's not much up there to go on. There's not much thinking that I have to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so just so we're clear, there's nothing in his head and nothing can get through it.
Yep, there you go.
I knew that was coming right as you said it, Ryan. I knew he was going to go there.
That's why I was trying to say, go ahead, Pinchin. I led you right into that one.
Hey, Jason.
So, yeah.
Sorry. I was just going to ask if you could ask Ryan to spell Houston.
Oh gosh, here we go. Don't even.
A little bit of academics problem there, Ryan. What's going on?
I did get an academic scholarship to Lindenwood.
Okay. Well, what happened with spelling Houston?
It's not saying a whole lot doing that, but no, we had a buddy that he used to run a gun club. His name is Zach Fuser. He ran, was it Ancient Oak? Was that what it's called? Pinchin?
Yeah. Yep.
So he ran a smaller gun club called Ancient Oak and down here in Florida. And he's a country boy, and Luongo was with me, and Pinchin, and I think I don't know where we were, but I guess Mike had said that, I don't know how it all came up, but I was told to spell something wrong. And it was Missouri. I was told to spell Missouri wrong. And ever since then, it's just, I can't spell words, apparently. So Luongo he trapped me into that one. That's now become an ongoing joke.
Way to go, Joe. Throw him under the bus.
No, it's okay.
Words are hard.
I can
spell.
spell.
Good, Ryan.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, listen, Ryan, I know you're not currently coaching or anything. Joe, for you though, since you came through a youth shooting program, I'm sure when you have a youth shooter come to you, you kind of get a little reminiscent, right?
No doubt. And that's the whole fun in this game. I think, I think Ryan will agree with this. We had so many people that played a part in helping us when we were younger, right? Whether that's teaching us, giving us advice, putting the program together. There are so many good influences, right? And now that I am in the industry and I've been in it for a little while, that's one of my main goals, right? Is to kind of give that back in any way that I can, because I had such good times doing it, and this sport has given me so much. So anytime there's younger kids getting involved and getting ready to shoot, that's kind of my way of passing some of that back and giving back in that way. And it's always fun teaching them and introducing them to a sport that gave me so much. So that is probably one of my favorite lessons to do, is like a first time lesson, and watching that kid, break their first target. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, I've just kind of helping here and there. I've helped a couple of youth shooters, and I'm definitely not a coach, but I know enough that a first time shooter, I can help them out a little bit. And the joy you get from seeing them connect with a target and break it is really cool, right? Like, and their face lights up, they're all excited, and now they want to do it more, right? So that's part of the joy I see in it. And I thought for sure with you coming through a youth shooting program, you'd be kind of like, wow, this is reminiscent of what I went through, right?
Yeah, and it, it's funny because you don't see it as it happens in front of you when you're younger, but like, you may have had just one really good experience or one really good lesson, when you first started, and that led me to where I am today, still involved in the sport and stuff like that. So even if it might not seem like that, if you can reciprocate that and allow someone to have that great experience, or give someone that great lesson that hopefully, fuels them to stay in the sport and to stay pursuing it, then that's pretty incredible, right? And you might not look at it as a big deal, but they sure do. And I know Ryan and I did when we were younger.
Well, see, this is where I know the microphone's intimidating both of you, because if it wasn't for the microphone right now, Ryan would be like, oh yeah, great, you ruined another one. I mean, I could just hear the comments coming, so.
No, he talks really political, doesn't he, when he's on this podcast?
No, I can't just I can't say something nice and mean it.
See what I'm saying, Jason?
I'm just the host. I'm just asking questions. You guys
go on.
Pleading the fifth.
So listen, I want to do something fun here. You know how we do rapid fire with new shooters, and we did that with you guys when you were on before. But it's been a hot minute, and I'm sure you guys have changed equipment a little bit. I want to do something fun here. Mm-hmm. We're going to start with Joe, but Ryan's going to answer the questions. All right? So we're going to see how well each one knows each other.
Okay. Oh, no.
All right, Ryan. So we're going to start with Joe's gun. What's the make and model?
Joe shoots a Krieghoff Parkour.
Okay, 32-inch barrels?
32-inch barrels with Briley thin wall chokes.
Briley thin wall chokes. What's his go-to constriction?
Mods.
And stock? Is it a factory stock or a custom stock?
Custom stock.
Okay. Joe, now all you got to do is say wrong if you said something wrong, okay?
Yep.
All right. What ammo does he shoot? What brand and what recipe?
He shoots the Mox. I believe it's the Ancinate 1250. 7.5.
Correct.
7.5. Okay.
Hey.
Correct.
Vest or shell bag?
Vest.
Okay. And eye protection?
Keyless.
Ear protection?
Custom molds.
Custom
Wrong.
molds. Well, you got him on one. What's the correct answer, Joe?
Whatever little foamies I get from the range that I'm shooting at.
Listen, stop right there. Didn't I introduce you to Dr. Grace? I thought we were going to take care of all this.
We are. It's in the making. I haven't been
put him
to
in the
a
hot
shooting
seat.
scene here, but I do plan on getting some new molds sometime soon. I've just had 3 pairs and I've lost all of them. I'm terrible with earplugs.
Well, I better not I'm not going to throw that out there. I'm not going to tell everybody what she found, but I will say that is a shameless plug. Dr. Grace from Otopro did help him out last year I was at the US Open, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I learned a lot, by the way, even though I didn't get plugs at the time. very knowledgeable and learned a bunch just about the ears and protecting your hearing in general.
Yeah. Okay, now this is where it's going to go really off the rails. Ryan, I'm looking for what the question's what's in your bag, and we're looking for like the lucky rabbit's foot, something odd that Joe carries in his bag that we may not be privy to.
You know, that's a hard one. I mean, I'd say he always has some kind of snack.
Okay.
Okay. Is that right or wrong, Joe?
Am I wrong?
That's wrong, Ryan.
That is such a lie.
So what's the correct answer?
I usually, and I know he's gonna say that I'm lying. It's just electrolyte packets is really it.
That's
okay.
Bull crap. That is bull crap.
Oh, I really thought that was going to go a lot more sideways than it did. But okay, Joe, now's your turn. You got to answer Ryan's questions.
Okay, noted.
What gun does he shoot? Make and model.
He shoots a DT-11 32-inch.
Ported?
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Is he right so far, Ryan?
Yeah, so far. I'll give him that.
Okay, what chokes does he shoot?
Coal chokes.
Go-to constriction?
Light mods or mods? I think he switches.
That's a lie.
What'd you get him with? What's the correct answer?
Shoot mods all the time, never change. Unless I have a 2-yard rabbit. Choke comes out.
Straight shooter. Okay. All right, Joe. What shell does he shoot? Brand and recipe.
He'll either shoot 1300 1-ounce F2 Mach or Winchester AA 1-ounce 1290 7.5 or 8.
Okay. He's not stopping you, so we're going to keep rolling. Vest or shell bag?
Vest.
Glasses?
Pilas.
Ear protection?
Custom molds. I think.
Wrong.
Oh,
I win.
okay. What's the right answer?
Any foamies that I can find at a tournament.
No, that's a lie.
That is 100% the truth.
Uh-oh. I can hear off-air discussions happening.
All right. Well, we're close.
All right. We got to get you to Odo Pro too. All right.
I never had the opportunity that Joe had. I mean, Joe had the opportunity just thrown in his face, and he just didn't do it.
Oh.
Here we go.
All right, Joe. Here's the big one, Joe. What's in your bag? What is Ryan keeping in his bag that we wouldn't be privy to? I need to download the Jeopardy music. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm trying to focus.
See, Jason, you just can't distract him. Like he walked right into that one.
All right. I don't know. It's just easy, right?
It's all right. There's not a lot of people listening to this. It's not like the world is listening to this.
It's just easy to think that he'd have snacks in his bag, right? So I'm gonna go snacks.
Is he right, Ryan?
I'd say like 50% of the time, maybe.
50% of the time, 100%
So I'll
of the
give him
time.
like a half a point. I'll give him a half of a point.
See, this is where you both blew it, because I would have, if I was doing that for Sean, I'd have thrown him right under the bus. Like, what gun do you shoot? Winchester Model 97. Like, ammo, whatever he can steal out of somebody's car.
Again, and I'll give you some good answers.
Let's not do that.
Right? Oh my gosh. Well, listen, everyone, we tell everyone every show, every week, take someone new shooting, take them to a tournament. Here's another example why. Look at the fun you can have shooting this game. Look at the friendship these two have made with each other. How they haven't killed each other yet, I don't know, but it's comical. We'll get there someday, but in the meantime, we all get a good laugh out of it. But no, seriously, take someone new shooting. If they're a recreational shooter, take them to a tournament. Maybe follow these two guys around on their squad. You get a good comedic value out of it. And also, I want to say thank you to Midway USA. They greatly support youth shooting. Get over to midwayusafoundation.org. Their link is down in the show description, and you can find out ways that you can help support youth shooting teams like the one that both Joe and Ryan were on. Thank you to Kolar Arms, Fiocchi USA, Ranger. Man, I'm telling you what, you guys both got big heads. You need to check out these new Ranger Hyper Shots, man. They are awesome. Atlas Traps, American-made Atlas Traps. Rhino Chokes. That's what should be in both of your guns. Gun and trophy insurance. Now, that's something right there, guys. If you guys don't have gun and trophy insurance, you really need to give Cole Cushman a call. Both the rates and their coverage are outstanding. You guys both need to check them out if you don't already have gun and trophy insurance. Score Chaser. I know both you loons both use Score Chaser on a regular basis. Long Range. Thank you very much to Mr. Neil Chadwick. Odo Pro Technologies. We talked about that tonight. Get over and see Dr. Grace. Both of you need to get over there and see her.
Will do.
Bear Pelt. Both of you shoot bear pelt vests, don't you?
Correct.
Are you both on the team?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
On the bear pelt? Okay, I thought so. Love some bear pelt vest. You guys need to see this new bear pelt vest I got coming out. It's a El Jefe vest.
El Jefe.
Thank you to El Jefe Energy. But yes, I'm telling you, man, they're going to be, you guys think I'm nuts, okay? But they're going to be as big as Monster. Give them a year. Seriously.
Awesome.
The stuff's good stuff. It's full of vitamins, not loaded with caffeine like the rest of them are, and it doesn't have all the crap in it. No sugar added. You'll
have to give us a sample.
And of course, Slick Products. Yes, I will do that next time I run into you two. Yes, for sure I will. What? What'd you do?
Ignore him, Jason. Nothing.
Go ahead.
Nothing productive ever comes out of his mouth. It's all nonsense.
Oh boy, here we go. It's time to wrap the show up. The guns are coming out. Also, thank you to our technology partner, JTech. Can't wait for everyone to see the new website here. Should be out in another month or so. A lot of cool new features for everybody to check out on that. And of course, lastly, Slick Products. You know, if you hate washing your buggy, but you know, as much as I do, but you like it to look good, check out slickproducts.com/deadpair. Save 10% off your order. And Taconic Distilleries. Now, if you really want to see something funny, you get a bourbon in each one of these two guys I got on the phone with me, and I'm telling you what, now then you have to lock up the women and children. But when the tournament's over, it's time for one last shot with Taconic Distilleries, which I'm getting ready to do. So I'm going to let you two off the line. Joe, Ryan, thank you both very much, man. I appreciate this. I know this was kind of a silly podcast. Nobody really learned a lot, but it was still fun to have both of you on.
Thank you, Jason.
I appreciate having us on and doing all of this.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I just would like to say one more thing, if you don't mind, Jason. Ryan and I have been trying to have a conversation with you for very long, and you've been, we know you're a busy guy. You have a lot going on, and you've been dodging us, and I think Ryan will speak to that a little bit too. But thank you for having us on and finally making the time. It's been a long time coming. Not because we didn't want to, because you didn't want us to.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Are you hearing this, Ryan? Now the jabs are coming at me.
Yeah, well, just get used to it.
Okay, all right. I thought you'd have my back a little bit more than that, Ryan.
No.
Oh, wow. I'm getting it from both angles now. Which one of you two clowns canceled on me because you had a client, quote unquote, fly in at the last minute?
It might have been me.
All right. How many weeks have I been trying to do this? Let's see. Jack Links was in February. We're in April. Okay. All right. Well, listen, everyone.
Wait. No. How many weeks is that? I want to do a little math.
A lot. I don't know.
All right.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jason,
a lot.
make Ryan do the math.
You
It'll be
looked at your
funnier.
calendar to count that, didn't you?
I said make
What's
Ryan
that,
do the
Joe?
math. It'll be a lot funnier.
There's only 52 weeks in a year, Ryan.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I have no comment on any of this.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. And until next week, we can't wait to catch y'all back here on the Dead Pair Podcast.
We'll see you next time on the Dead Pair Podcast.
The Dead Pair Podcast is brought to you by Kolar Arms, the mark of performance, and is fueled by Fiocchi USA. The Dead Pair theme song was written, arranged, and produced by Toby Tomplay. Special thanks to the following sponsors: Atlas Traps, Ranger Performance Eyewear, Rhino Chokes, Long Range LLC, Gun and Trophy Insurance, Taconic Distillery, Score Chaser, and Clay Range Design Works.